And let's get up live PvP. We have on the left side on Terrace SK with a fire start, and on the right side WilsonWayne with a fire start. Fire mirror on the very small map Arrows. Classic tier 1 units getting streamed in for the first match. Wilson is going for thugs instead of double archers. I like it, a switch up. Very close positioned units. That looks choosy for an eruption. Oh, strikers. Oh no, he cancelled. Ah, that hurts. That might be already the first wedge for Wayne. Will they get out of daze? No. Wow, that hurts. That hurts. Well played. And that's so brutal in Battlefort. That was the first minute of gameplay, and the advantage is now on Wayne's side. It doesn't mean that SK has lost this one, but it's pretty difficult to come back from this one. He has now the energy and unit advantage.
Sunstriders move out.
Let's see what's going on. He took the power well, which is good. He's not falling behind too much. If you run away with them, it might have worked. Yeah, good. That is at least one unit down. Good for full archers. Saving them. Yeah, look at this. Now it's more or less equalized. In the end, Wayne has a bit more energy since he did not resummon his units. Who is also playing the strike. We're seeing the strikers again. Just half HP gone. But as soon as he is getting in range, that might be problematic. They are getting healed up by their damage. And with that, just the strikers. And now 2 units down with just the single strikers. Strikers are a bit expensive. Nice eruption again. 2 squads down with a bit of work afterwards.
Sunstriders move out.
Back and forth, saving the scavenger. Nice thing. Okay, I guess freezing is not around. And with that, the advantage is back to SK, if I would say. Taking the advantage to grab a power well. And charge! Ooh, that was very close with that scavenger to get the bite out. But is it enough to kill the archers? Yes. Not the best trade. 1 scavenger for a single squad of archers. Sorry. 1 strikers for a single squad of archers. Just have a look over here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Maybe I should do a round call for upcoming PvP events. If someone is not there at the beginning, we wait 5 minutes and then we remove them. Since now Triggz could have played against Jesus instead of getting already to the next stage. I think I will mark that for the next PvP event. I have to do notes since I am getting old. Don't forget something like this. In the meantime, the battle in the middle. Ooh, power well while defending. So we are back on equal terms. If you look at the power spent, the Wayne invested 100 energy more than Triggz. So I guess they're a bit better trades on Triggz. SK. Better trades on SK's side. Just note that down.
Sunstriders move out.
All right, back to the game. We have a nice eruption to kill 2 archers. That was a good trade. In general, if you invest the 75 energy to kill a 50 unit, it's not worth it. But if you kill both for 50, that means you get a plus. But you also need to kick them. Ooh, that is tier 2 coming up. Fire Frost. Fire Frost is getting more and more popular. I was surprised if you joined yesterday's quiz. There were the most taken PvP decks. Oh, will he survive? He survives by 12 HP. That's annoying. And this one? Last volley. 50. Oh, that hurts. Problem? The tech. Yeah, now it's tier 2 units streaming in the north. We have coming also a tier 2 with double fire. But that's 30 seconds you have to survive on tier 1. Okay. Rogan Kale. Instantly getting Ravage. Not sure if that was needed. Big lava field. I think he got a bit of changes last patch, right? Activates 3 enemy units within radius. Yeah, that's the disable ability. And friendly units and rodents get inspired. Friendly humans get 50% more damage. Ooh, okay. And here we have the first Powerwell kick. And this Powerwell is getting low as well. Gladiatrix. Double Gladiatrix. One is frozen. That might be close. That might be close. Ability. No, he used the ability early. No. Okay, that Powerwell is toast. Yeah, with an eruption finishing him off. That hurts. That hurts. Table of Turn. Now it's looking good for SK. No Gladiatrix purple. In the end, I think it's both have their advantage. Green can use the ability faster. Skyfire Drake against double Storm Singers, which are now buffed with the 50% more damage from Rogan Kale. Not to underestimate. Bad for Mountaineer. Agree. Storm Singers are not using the ability, instead killing the Skyfire Drake the old way by just stealing damage. Oh, and she survives with 30 HP. Okay. Eruption killing 2 of the ground units and the Skyfire Drake. That was a great deal. Next Mountaineer. But now we have some L counters. Problem, the single burning spears are not enough. They need support to get rid of a Mountaineer. Let's see if we get another Gladiatrix or maybe a spell, something, lava field or wildfire. Ooh, the freeze might be the end of the Powerwell. He just spawned in the Enforcer with that, and Eruption killed out 2 units. The deal was good, but the Powerwell falls. GG is called. First round goes to SK. Next is loser's choice. So Wilson can decide which map next. Wilson, you choose the next map. Let's see where we are going next. Let me have a sip in the meantime. And it is Haladur. Let me just check here. Players are not showing up. Yeah, so Kaiga is also not showing up for his match. That is sad. That means we have already 2 people not showing up. And so I also don't see Foursome. That is 3 people not showing up. Guys, if you registrate to a tournament, you might just make a marker in your calendar. And we see again the fire mirror start, this time on Haladur. The distances here are a bit longer, but with that thing here in the middle, it's pretty nice to have flying units. So for both people, for both players, the Skyfire Drake might be a key card if it's going to be a tier 2 fight. Firefrost is known for the shielded Skyfire Drake. We'll see if that will happen as well. Entry fee. I'm scared if I do entry fee, then we have even less people joining. One scavenger down, and the other scavenger might die now as well. Will they get out of days? Probably a close call. Yeah, not. Oh, that was a juicy eruption spot there, but probably not the energy. Just make some notes here. Name was Kaiga. Kaiga forfeit. Yes. All right. Okay, we have some striker action going on. That is 2 squads of strikers. That was an expensive investment, but it might pay off. Yeah, they are out of days. They have full HP now. This looks like the match for SK here. First battle goes to SK. Taking the power well. Just check the bracket real quick. Yeah. Mr. Doom is now playing against Jesus. And Armatores and I'm a Newbie are fighting the other match. Strikers doing great work. I mean, Strikers S counters and Thugs S counters. I think if they are fighting each other, the Thugs win. But with the charge of the Striker, that changes stuff. Wilson is holding up quite well, but for every minute we are fighting, this power well pays off. Already 30 energy is paid back. If you get the break-even point there, he might have a problem. Yeah, I just want to say this is the juicy eruption spot. And 2 squads with just 1 explosion. Maybe you run back to save your... Never mind. But if they survive... Yeah, they don't survive. Nice. Just 2 left. If he's wasting the charge? No, he's not. Run, archers, run. And they're gone. Yeah, there's back and forth, but not a decisive winner in this match here. between these two power wells. So SK is playing on the long run until the power well pays off. Can he kill off the strikers? Yeah, the problem is the squad mechanics. Whoa, one bite killing 4. I take it back. Squad mechanics work sometimes as they should. Power well is at 70 power. Just one more minute and it paid off. And SK might spiral out of control. Taking a power well in for himself. That is the moment where we see tier 2. SK absolutely had the budget now. He realized, okay, 100 energy here. There's not a chance for a push. Can he kill 2 units? No. Armatores survives. And runs to safety. Yes. Yeah, their option didn't pay off in the end. And now here's the problem with tier 2 again. His tier 2 is getting ready. But SK didn't spawn anything in. Since he is tier 2. Yeah, and that means he has the energy for the Mountaineer again. Double fire is built. As we have seen before, it's super hard for pure fire to defend against burst damage like the Mountaineer. Mountaineer with siege means more damage against building, 50% more damage. And with that yellow bar you see at the top, that means also more damage. And there falls the power well. Lava field. Deleting the units. No. Sadly, the spell didn't pay off. It was, again, 50 energy wasted, sadly. Let's see if Wilson can defend his second power well. Second power Mountaineer. That might be tough. You might be able to focus down one. So shield back.
My name is Gladiatrix.
Double Gladiatrix. And one down. And the power well as well. He's now losing a bit of tempo. The energy was invested for the power wells, but are not getting back. The lava field against Gladiatrix hurts so much. Yeah. And Mountaineer survives with 200 HP. Going back over the cliff. That's the way to do with your flyers. And there comes the Roman Kale, and a GG is called. SK is taking the win for that first match here on stream. I guess the first set of matches. Let me see if we can jump into the next round. We have Kratosphere versus SK, Jesus and Mr. Doom, and Armatores. I guess Armatores and Newbie is still fighting. Triggz, Armatores. Let's check on Mr. Doom. Search. Yeah, also in-game. Just started the second match. Okay, sadly we cannot jump in there. That means we have only Kratosphere and SK we can jump in again. Let's get him and let's get SK. We create a game on Haladur. Maybe we can jump out and look at other players afterwards. My goal is always to show multiple people here on stream who sees different strategies, play styles, deck building things. But for now, it is SK with this Kratosphere. Who's preparing his deck. Take your time. We are not in a rush. Okay, everyone's ready. Let's go. So we saw a Shadow tier 1 unit. That means we see a mix-up. Is that correct? Yes. Shadow tier 1 start in the south and Fire start in the north by SK. I guess it's probably one of the classic PvP starts. Most people back in the days and nowadays start with a Shadow or Fire start. Nature is not that often seen. I guess Frost is more at this point. And there coming the Fire unit streaming in. Shadow is falling back. He wants to do his fight near his power well. Undazed units are a great thing, especially against fire with eruptions. If you summon in a unit and another one way too close, boom, and they're gone.
Move out.
But Shadow on the other hand have his own way to deal with half-dead units, and that's just with a nice dissurprise. It's a bit risky to pull off. Need good micromanagement, a good feeling for the map and your opponent. If he's not focusing on that unit, you can do the boom. If you realize what you're doing, switch targets with his archers on that horse, you have a problem. Instant tier 2 now with 4-5 units. Yeah, I like this. Nice. He SK fought back since he saw like, oh, that might be a nasty. And instead, now killed the horse with a little damage here. Tier 2 for SK is coming up. That's around 20 seconds difference, where Kratosphere has the tech advantage, but by far not the unit advantage. This is a big blob of potential damage. Yeah, the Nox Trooper dies without doing anything. That was just binding energy, not dealing a single ounce of damage. One squad switched. 2 dancers. Not an advantage? Yeah, as long as there's no dancers on the field, it is an advantage. We are not sure if he's playing dancers. He's probably playing dancers. But who knows? He might play the priest or the wanderer. Yeah, no unit summoned by the Lost Souls player. There you go.
Assassins. Sorceress.
Shielded Dark Elf Assassins. Haven't seen that one. And here comes the Shielded Lost Reaver. Both cards are S counters, but the Fire Frost does not have any L counters, right? Usually red affinity. Let me just check. The red is for more explosion damage, right? And purple is for toxic. Okay. 300 damage by toxin. By poison. Shadow spells. Pretty strong with life weaving on that big unit. Does reflect everything which you're not liking. freeze? Yeah, I just was thinking, like, which unit, which player played the freeze? It was Kratosphere. Look at this, very great positioning, getting everything with that freeze. Now it's just cleaning up, and he might be able to use the ability if he wants. There should be enough corpses then. Getting the shield girl down, important. Here's shield girl. Ooh, no, not in time. These archers, yeah, just wanted to say, SK still have these archers alive. They just bind energy, they are not doing anything at this point. There comes the poison box. He's just running away with them, since he's aware that they are pretty squishy. Will one explode? Nope. What? It was a distraction. How much is the ability? Was it like 20 or so? Saving his L unit. Life weaving. Still might be not enough. Microing around. That is the way to do with Storm Singers. The better your micro is, the better your Storm Singers perform. Go with Cobalt Trick. Yeah, but... Oh, Reverence. Okay, he is trying to do burst damage, it seems. One Storm Singer down. Repair on the meantime. Armatores getting the win against I'm a newbie. Newbie now in the lower bracket. Big lava field. Killing the L unit, but the shield girl. Will he do that? No, he could have killed her before she activated the shield. But switched targets. And now falling back. I would say pretty equal at this point. If you look at the energy investment, Kratosphere used more energy so far. That is classic Shadow, using just more spells. The energy you invest in spells, of course, comes back from the Void Pool, but only 90%. So the energy pool of SK might be higher in general. And it's Mountaineer time. Ooh, look at this! It is Moon! And... oh, he dodged the freeze! That is huge. So this is his L counter. Is it enough to kill the Mountaineer? Well, Moon is dealing big damage. But is she as a single unit enough? Lava Field saves the day. Cobalt Trick for the power well. Bit early, but safety first. Instant reuse of Moon. Another lava field hitting all 4 units. And now just sniping away the rest of them. Next Cobalt Trick. Yeah, I think SK making progress here. Killing off the units gives him now the advantage. Problem is, the longer you need to kill the Mountaineer... oh, the spell was used on the Siphons. That means Moon... yeah, Moon is frozen. I take it back. Next Cobalt Trick. And the Shell. Glacier Shell, a spell where the damage is reduced, but you cannot repair or Cobalt Trick in the meantime. So, we'll see if this is a good decision or a bad decision. Moon with shields, Cobalt Trick, yes. Freeze. And Mountaineer inside the freeze. Moon hasn't used her ability yet. Next Cobalt Trick. That lava field. SK really has some energy lying around. Finally, we got the Nightcrawler. That is a powerhouse in terms of damage. And there falls the Mountaineer. Look at this. Moon not saved, sadly. Yeah, the Mountaineer shield is incredible strong. You need burst damage, and that's very dependent on the faction how you can deal with that. Or maybe with CC you can do some shenanigans as well. Kratosphere running to tier 3. Both now building their tier 3 spot. I think this match will end in the next 5 minutes. We have Fire Frost into Shadow Frost. Double Frost, maybe Ice Spike. Very low power. Yeah, but the question is what unit will we get? We see the Cordratch against other Frost players. Ooh. Sun Reaver. Let me check his stuff. Timeless one for just a freeze. Okay. The damage by frozen units is increased, or the blue Cordratch can deal damage to units, deal 50% against units with frozen in, which are frozen, and the frozen damage negator is ignored. So yeah, in total he deals more damage if the enemy is frozen. That makes it shorter. Okay. That's a mean combination. A Cordratch with life weaving. But even with that, he might not be able to survive it. Yeah, you have to run for your life here. Freeze. Oh, one of them survived. And there falls the Cordratch. Just some Silverwind Lancers fighting Silverwind Lancers. Next Cordratch. Reaver on the hunt for the power well. Will he use his ability like this direction? No. Okay. We'll see if the Cordratch can do this. Frozen. And here comes the Ice Spike. That's a mean unit. Just one hit and frozen. On to the next one. Frozen. Ice shield building just last second. 8 HP. Hoo. That was a close call. Sun Reaver onto his orb. Yeah, the ice shield might be enough to survive for a while. Freeze for the Cordratch. Doesn't it have a counter? No, no counter. That might be close on the power well. The burning effect is off. Shields and the eruption kills the power well. Nice decision with eruption. Safety first. Next power well, low HP, Ice Shield or Cobalt Trick. Ice Shield isn't the orb, Cobalt Trick, not in time. And with that, it looks pretty solid for SK. Kratosphere needs to go get somehow a victory on his side now. Our counters. He's focusing on the orb. Not sure if that is the right call. Freeze in time. Look at this. Freeze to kill the Timeless one in time. Next Timeless one. Ability use. Frozen Cordratch. Back to the left side. Yeah, Silverwind Lancers are probably one of the best stats per energy cards in all of PvP. Just 80 energy, big HP pool, big damage numbers, and the L counter is the right thing to have on tier 3. To the north. Yeah, he is not looking good. He is not looking good. Yeah, and drones are just M size, so they are easier. They're also M. Yeah, in general, you are right. Drones can use the tunnel ability, right? Back to the orb. Yeah, I think Kratosphere is losing this one. That's pretty hard to come back. GG is called. First one goes to SK. Well played by both of them.
Fighting, burning, reaving.
And Kratosphere is choosing the next map. Let me see how many Cobalt Triggz were there. 10 Cobalt Triggz. Wow. Where shall we go next? Ask in the chat. Check the bracket. Uru, okay. Pretty interesting choice. Very different from Haladur. Now we have big distances to cover. We'll see a switch of decks. It seems that Kratosphere has again the Shadow Start, but the deck name is called Bandit. What is it, Bandit? Meantime, let me just check on this one. Crash. Okay, everyone's ready. Let's start that match. Left side on Ur is SK with the Fire Star. On the right side, we have the Shadow Star by Kratosphere. Both are getting probably their first power well before running to the middle. That would be the classic start. Yes, it looks like default opening PvP 101. No one is going for aggression, ignoring the power well. No one is going for double power well. Hello, Marcus. Welcome to some PvP action. Kratosphere is falling back to the high ground.
Sunstriders.
SK is on the way to the power well.
Sunstriders, gear up. Forsaken.
Again, the defender's advantage is for Shadow. That is... yeah, no nasty. One switched Forsaken. Just the horses down. One volley. Yeah, I think that was a good trade. Look at this. Just 2 units with a bit less HP. In the meantime, tier... wrong orb. No! Okay. If you cancel your orb during construction, you get the energy back. Which is a good to know feature. Forsen with Armatores. Armatores, is Forsen there, or did you just destroy it? Yeah, I think he switched. He switched already, SK. Okay, it is a bandit deck. Triggz kicking. Okay, awesome. It is indeed a bandit deck versus a fire shadow deck on the side of SK. So bandit versus bandit. Bandit minefield was not the best deal to kill a 50 energy unit, but in the end, defense is defense, and both now with 2 power wells. Just check on this one. Okay. More power well for SK, while Kratosphere does not have another position to take more power wells. I guess he is running down there. Maybe, maybe not. Could also push. I mean, with Bandit, you have quite some nice tools for a push attack. Yeah, nice Bandit minefield. Should be enough with a volley from the archers. Yes. Ooh, building the wall. You're not seeing that too often, but it is just normal walls. You can do that. The walls have been a bit repositioned, so you should not be able to attack the power well from here. The walls cost 25 power, so not binding too much, but at some point you should destroy them. Meantime, SK is going for a base attack with his Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler, instant switch. No life weaving. The switched Dark Elf Assassins killed the enemy ones and are now out of ability. Let's go back to the Nightcrawlers. Double Nightcrawlers, power will half HP. Both are not having the Frost Orb, so no Cobalt Trick. They need to defend this the old-fashioned way. Next round of Dark Elf Assassins, switched Nightcrawlers. Okay, back to the left. That is defended at this point. The Railing Banner stays alive. That might be a cheeky attack in a moment. How well at half HP. Next round of Dark Elf Assassins. Killing off the enemy. And look at this, the tier 1 unit streaming in to help out. Repair went through. That was important. That buys time. But he still has that burst of damage standing in front of his face. Killing off the tier 1 units. Because the Dark Elf Assassins are now disabled. Yeah, switching off. Switched for Nightcrawler. That might be too much to defend. There comes the life weaving, and with that, the end of the power well. This is now the advantage for SK in this match. Big Nasty, not enough. GG is called. SK is taking the win, going to the next bracket. Let me refresh. Okay. Let me bring up the bracket. There you go. We could still stick to SK and go with Triggz. Or check if we can jump into Jesus and Mr. Doom. So yeah, SK, Triggz, you can wait a moment. I will just message Mr. Doom and Jesus if they how their match looking. Let me just answer here. Okay. So Mr. Doom is not answering, which is fine. If you are fighting, focus on your fight. I guess we are sticking to more matches with SK. If they are just and the last match. Okay. Or as an SK. Yeah, I want to figure out how long the match of Mr. Doom is going. If we can jump in the winner versus you, Armatores, for the next round. Or we go with Kratosphere and I'm a newbie in the lower bracket. But normally we jump to a low bracket when the upper bracket is on break. I mean, we have watched 2 matches already from SK, so I guess we are jumping to the lower bracket and watch Kratosphere and I'm a newbie, since we haven't seen I'm a newbie yet. So yeah, invite I'm a newbie. What? He's already part of the team. What? What? You already started? Wisp. You are already fighting. Wisp, invite. You see, I want to join. Okay. It looks like I am the one who has to open the match. We are on semi next. Let's go on a semi spectator. Let's get in I'm a newbie. Let's get in Kratosphere. Which is not answering. Hello? Invite. Declined invite. No! Is he on the toilet? Guess we're doing a voice quiz. Storm Singer. I say Storm Singer. Oh, it could also be the Sky Elf. I go for Sky Elf. Templar. Commander? Templar. It was Storm Singer. Oh, God. I switched to the wrong. Yeah, not sure where Kratosphere is. I guess SK and Triggz already started. Oops. I think I have them here. In-game, yeah. So we are too late to switch back. That's on me. Wisp, where are you? Well. I guess that gives also Mr. Doom a bit of time to finish his match against Jesus, so we might also switch over to the up bracket again. Armatores, let us know when they show up with a winner to fight against you. Else we are sticked here now and we wait. Let's do another voice quiz. Let's go with French.
Vous connaissez le refrain?
Oh yeah.
Vous connaissez le refrain?
I have no idea. I say it's a nature unit. I go with Ghost Spears.
Vous connaissez le refrain?
Does someone of us speak French? Can someone translate? Oh, Kratosphere is here. Awesome. Let's check what is the answer. Giant Slayer? Yeah, no, that is not a... That was absolutely wrong on my end. Okay, we are good to go. We have 2 players.
Zeus.
Oh, I know it. I know the answer.
Zeus.
First one has got ready. I'm a newbie. Where's Kratosphere?
Zeus.
Okay, it is a tier 2 unit.
Zeus.
And it's XL. It is Shadow. And I say it is the Harvester. And we are good to go. Our next set of matches. I'm a newbie versus Kratosphere. On see my left, Fire Start, newbie right, Shadow Start, Kratosphere. Newbie is going for the middle, Kratosphere is going for the upper position. Do we see more power wells for the beginning, or do we see a push by the fire player? No power wells yet. For both, we see, oh, we see instant tier 2. And we see a Thunder running in the wrong direction. Ooh. Into a Frost deck. That might be complicated now with the Cobalt trick.
Sunstriders move out.
Let's see. Why not attacking? Okay, maybe a misclick. With Frost, Shadow tier 2. Oh, instant the glaciation. Well played. Normally you not play this on tier 2. And look at the trampling. That is huge. Just falling back to save a bit of his archers. Going in and killing the next squad. He still has to wait for the shell to get rid of. Back to damage on the orb. There comes the Dancer. She is a powerhouse in killing small units. Look at this. 2 shots and then they are gone. But the orb, look at this. He needs a Cobalt trick. There comes the Cobalt trick. But he still needs more. Oh, well, orb down to the same HP, 500. Next Cobalt trick. Next ability use. 600 HP. Eruption. No! That was close. GG is called. Okay, I think you still had a window there. I think there would be still a chance to come back from this. But fair enough. I feel a bit of my playstyle here. I often also like to play the Thunderer, and in the end, from 10 times I use the Thunderer on tier 1, I lose 9 times the match. So I'm pretty bad with the Thunderer. But rematch. First one is on Kratosphere. It means newbie needs to win on his map choice to stay in the game. We are in the low bracket. Losing this match means you're out. Back to the north. So far, nothing new is happening. Kratosphere is going for the right side, not for the battle in the middle. Take the power on the side while... Okay, fire is back to aggression. This time, I think it's looking better. Since there is no Cobalt trick coming out of this power well. And it's 100 energy. That means the Thunder is free. Oh, that nasty surprise paid a lot of money. That 50 energy plus 60 for the thing. Nice body block.
Dread charges.
Ability use. He has now 2 Nox Troopers. I'm not sure if it's enough. Ability use in the north. That might be close. Eruption. Nope. Oh, okay. And with that, Kratosphere stays in the game. Well, right. Thank you for joining. We have also the match done by Jesus, who is now fighting Armatores. So, invite to group. We are watching this next. That is our match on Semi as well. Semi. Hello? Semi. Armatores, I don't see you. Where are you? Let me update the bracket with the current match. That means Kratosphere was winning there. Kratosphere, save. And Mr. Doom in the lower bracket versus Wilson. In the meantime, SK won against Triggz. Triggz now in the lower bracket. Invite Jesus one more time. There you go. Let me just figure out. He says he needs a break. Needs a 5-minute break. Can we jump into other matches? Let me see. Mr. Doom is probably already fighting. We're too late to jump into this one. Let me see. No, he's not fighting. We could jump down to their match. But I actually want to see the upper bracket more or less, since that is the more interesting matches often. So I guess we go for a 5-minute break before we watch this match. So get yourself something to drink. I'll be back there as well. I do the pause screen and show you a good old juggernaut. Alright. I have returned with a piece of chocolate. That means I'm ready for more PvP action. Alright, everything is ready. We just need to have Kratosphere ready and Armatores ready. We might also just take a short break. We can do, let's open a booster while we are waiting. Maybe the promo card this time. And is a Batarial. Ooh, from a PvP perspective, this booster looks juicy. Why no bets? We do bets for the final round. Normally, I was thinking doing bets for every match, but it's a lot of hassle. So, yeah, we are doing that only for the final in the cups. Add a turtle to your deck? You need to convince me that I need a turtle in this deck. Why should I add a turtle to the PvP auto win deck? First of all, which booster shall I open for you? And when there is a turtle in that booster, I will add it to the free PvP deck. Let's do it like this. If you guess the correct card, but first we do the first match between Armatores with Firestart on Seamai versus JesusDiedForYou with a Nature start on the right. Nature with a changed Amazon. I say changed Amazon. The change is now I think 3 months old. Four, more than 4, I guess. You can switch like every tier 1 and tier 2 unit besides Harvester or something like this. Let me check again. I think that was the rule of thumb. Yeah, 2 orbs, a maximum 150 energy. That is every unit besides Harvester in tier 1 and tier 2 for a limited time. Orb and Power for both players. Okay, it seems like we are just switching instantly to tier 2. We have a Fire Frost deck versus an Army deck. I personally think that Army is pretty difficult to play. We'll see. Like every army unit has some kind of mechanic or ability you have to take care of. It's not straightforward like unit go there, do damage. Okay, we're seeing just dancing around. We are 2 minutes in the fight without any fight. There comes the Phantom and the Drake. Drake can be taken over by the Amazon. And that's what happened. Is that unbinding the energy? I don't know. Is the Drake now unbound? But that just unbounds the Drake. Okay. So if he is getting the Drake back, it's a free Drake. So of that, I would say advantage now for Armatores. Nice body block. Look at this body blocking. Getting the bite out, and with that he should be able to snipe. Okay, retaking the Drake. Maybe you can ground him so he cannot deal damage. Or you might kill it. Okay, he's killing it. I would say equal for the moment. Pretty equal. Jesus used a bit more energy by the use of the ability from the Amazon. Next rake. Armatores going the round on the left, maybe for more power wells or just for a split attack. It is power well time. Both now with our power well. That is the moment for my piece of chocolate. There comes the Amazon. No switch. Ooh. And the end of the Amazon. Nice lava field. Killing 2 units. Killing 3 units. Nope. 3 units. Okay. Absolute worth it. Oink. Repositioning the assassins, switching the assassins, and then sniping away the Drake. But not enough damage. Okay. I was expecting that it is enough damage. Frostbite to kill off the Phantom. Yeah, I think now Armatores is in the advantage. With 4 units on the field. The problem with the squad mechanics, the Storm Singers need to do 1 attack for every single mapper. He is not falling back in the power wells. Oh, he's still back. Sorry. And with that power well, Armatores has him locked out, kind of. There is only this power well there left he could try. Army Paladin switching a bit early. That means if you just can ignore their attack, the switch doesn't do anything. High Fiends as counter of fire in the Fire Frost deck. Because there's no Frost card on tier 2 you could choose. There is the changed dinosaur. But it's double Frost, right? I think the Ice Fang Raptor, which is now a different counter. Back in the days it was an S counter. I think it's now switched. What a Termit Hill? Wait a minute, I haven't seen that. That is a bold move. Ice Fang is still an S counter. Ooh, okay. GG is called. Yeah, that ice. That thing is... GG is called. First match to Armatores. Where shall we go next? Paros. Open Bandit Booster, and you shall receive a torture gun. Open the Bandit Booster, and I shall receive the turtle. Ah, you tricked me. No turtle, but we have a Fire Cat. I think from a PvP perspective, it's okay. We just saw the Termit Hill. You can play Undead Army. You can play the Fire Cat. Skeleton Warrior possible. Stalker, kinda. Rage Claws, not meta, but I like the card. It could work in a PvP environment. Play it in a Tomb Tournament, yeah, I agree. So, by the way, if you are interested in Tomb, upcoming month is the 2v2 Tomb tournament. That is a sentence. 2v2 Tomb tournament. TVTTTT. TV triple T. Yeah, okay. Back to Battleforge PvP action. I'm getting distracted. Just waiting for Armatores to get ready. And then we have our rematch. Oh, well, it's Jesus. Kratosphere is asking in the lower bracket, oh, you still have to wait for the loser out of this match. So, yeah. I hope you're listening into Twitch, else I can write it to you in this in-game as well. So just give me a message. I will just message here. Waste. Are they playing? Let me just check again. Mr. Doom. Yeah, they are fighting. Awesome. Jesus switching decks. Let me press launch the game. And then we have the rematch. So far, Armatores has one victory. That means Jesus needs to win this one. We are on terrace, short distances, and the teleport. Speaking of short distances, I mean, starting with the Frost Sorceress by Jesus and the Fire Start by Armatores. The Hermit Hill, I think it's not working on this map. You need to be closer, right? Yeah. Working on Semi, but not on Terras.
Imperials, form up.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah, that is a combination. If you're not aware, the Imperials were changed. So if the Imperials have the shield, then they can switch themselves and move with a normal movement speed. Okay, here's a unit gets significant increase in movement speed. I'm not sure what significant mean, if it's normal movement speed or if it's even faster than normal movement speed, but I'm pretty sure we will see it in a moment. Double power well for both players so far. Amateur is going for the teleport. Nope, he's not. Shields for the spiky dudes. More power wells for both of them. This is looking interesting. In around 3 minutes, these things pay off. And 4 power wells. For both. We are 2 minutes in. 3 more minutes and it's getting crazy. So at 25 minutes, we will see crazy action going on. That is my prediction. We have a fire player, that means probably like eruption and lava field action. It's very spell heavy. While with frost, Well, freezes and Kobold Triggz will be a pretty good defending strategy. Shields for the pikes. Down to half HP. Tier 2 Armatores with fire, with a bit of a lead, a double frost by Jesus. Ooh, I like it. The classic double fire with this double frost. The pikes were bitten, aka they are now slowed down. Already in an ice barrier. Tier 2 is now ready. There comes the Drake. If you use the ability, they get less damage, right? Yeah, you need to switch them. Switch them. Too late. Okay, it was just to be of annoyance, I guess. No units, no resummons. Jesus is not just waiting here with his energy, while Armatores already put out 200 energy in units. I'm wondering, what is his plan? More power wells? Storm Singer? Yes, no, also taking more power wells. 1 more minute and my prediction would be happening. In 1 minute, my prediction was to have crazy action going on. He has a bit better position since he has here a spot for tier 3. He can go whenever he likes. Armatores needs to move to a position like this one. But with all these units in your face and double fire, you cannot be greedy and go tier 3 right away. Double frost, the card to go is of course the War Eagle or maybe the White Rangers. White Rangers could snipe away. Oh, that is also a great counter. Instantly shielding. That was 100 energy. Just to scare away the fire player. I mean, look, there was no fight going on. And the shield will run out in a moment. So, does not do a lot of fighting. And there's tier 3. Okay, my prediction... Hey, he is playing Scourge Earth, aka you need to cancel this. You need to cancel this. Oh, he canceled it. Close call.
An ally requests your attention.
And... oh, hello, Treasure Wagon. Treasure Wagon has an ability to taunt every unit nearby, but it has a cooldown right from the start. AKA, you need to wait a moment. And... there's the ability. The ability tries to taunt the Sky of Templar, but Sky of Templar cannot attack ground units. So it doesn't matter in the end. Nice try, but the end of the Skyfire Drake. Here for you both sides. Yeah, sorry I didn't tell you that the Kratosphere, you're not allowed to do this. Let me... it is a 1v1, so please do not ping for the other players. We have an Avatar of Frost now out. Triple Frost with triple fire. The base looks kind of defended. The flyer is still up. The Avatar Frost now at the power wells. I like the dude. Oh, here comes the hard counter. Juggernaut, the triple fire unit is coming out. Into a glyph. Nice defended. There comes the Gladiatrix for instant relief. Will he be able to... oh, come on. Oh, that will be... No! The freeze was too early. But in the end, I think the Juggernaut might be able to kick the one more. And... wow, that timing! Holy crap! In the meantime, look at the north. How will kick for Armatores against... She has lost his big unit, but the Juggernaut down to 100 HP. There comes the Freeze Boy. Ooh, 800, 700. Disenchant. Ooh, nice save. Back in the middle. Okay, there's nothing going on. We have some units. Oh, we have a Templar just chilling over that orb. Power well. Orb is rebuilt. We are back to the same combination as before. But she has lost a power well in the north. So a bit advantage, and this energy bound for a unit doing nothing is problematic. 100 energy could be something cool. Let's see. The Taurus is probably just sniping her away.
Those who are about to die, we salute you!
Or not. You'll just let him bind the energy. Double L counters to save the orb. Army ritual to... oh, it was a bit too late to save the 2 power wells. That is unfortunate. There was just a stampede we missed here. Rushing in, killing 2 power wells. Next, Avatar Frost. Not the best counter, of course. Maybe with Frostbite or so. Frostbite just run out. Oh, I think he's not paying attention. He might be able to kick him. That's looking great. One more. What was that? That was a wireless slam. Interesting, interesting. In the meantime, how... orb attack in the north. He has, of course, all the tools Frost likes to have to defend. Let's see, Cobalt Trick, Army Ritual, maybe the shield. Maybe he does not need something. Oh, there comes the Cobalt Trick, safety first. Next Avatar Frost with us, the Juggernaut. Oh no, he's repositioning. Instant. No, he was too early. He was too early with the purple. Oh, backlash. Orb defended in the north. So far, Armatores has the advantage in terms of power well. So the longer the match goes, the better it looks for Armatores. But they are burning through their charges. If I look at the deck from Armatores, yeah, he already used 2 of his Juggernauts. And he only has 4 of them. Oh, nice sneak attack on the left. While big attack on the right is happening. Just the Giant Slayers to do multi-target damage. Juggernaut is in the middle, getting frozen. Back to the right side. That orb is looking bad. Orb on the left side falls. Frost down to tier 2. Juggernaut still alive. Back to the right side. Fire lost the orb. We are back to tier 2 with tier 2. And here in the north, that one is also falling. So Frost down to tier 1. This is the last orb, and Frost lost all his orbs. And yeah, that is probably a GG. Well played. Well played. Interesting match.
My name is Gladiatrix.
So yeah, Kratosphere, your opponent will be Jesus Died For You, it seems. And I guess we are sticking to Armatores fighting SK in the next match. Okay, Jesus is taking an orb. He's trying. ability use. Come on, disenchant. Disenchant. No disenchant. There's the disenchant. Timer's running again. 1 minute.
Coming in hot.
Into an eruption. Well played. So let me check the bracket. We are going to Elion with SK. Well, let me update the bracket. Armatores 1-0 safe. Just tell them how it works in the chat. Give me a moment. They should fight. They should not be in my lobby. So let's wait till they find their own lobby. Okay. Let me just check on the other matches. Mr. Doom are they still fighting? In-game spectator on a semi, I guess. Yes. Correct, Triggz. You're waiting for the first one in the low bracket to advance to ASAN, to advance to you. And then we are on a good pace, actually. Looking pretty good. What map? Wisp. Elion. Alright, we are just waiting for Armatores to get ready for our next match, which is the semi-final in the upper bracket. While we are waiting for them to get ready, let's have a look at the Wall of Fame. I think Armatores is quite often there in terms of the cups. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 times he won the cup. We have also Afro and Mr. Dalinov currently. So at this point, there is a chance for SK, Armatores, Triggz, Jesus, Kratosphere, and the winner out of Mr. Doom and Wilson. We'll see who of them will pull through. Looks like he is getting something to drink or adjusting his deck against the big old SK strategy. Whatever that means. And everyone's ready. Let's fight. In the north, Armatores, fire start. Withers, SK with the slow frost start. The snowball of death. Ooh. Power well for frost. Armatores probably going for the middle, taking a power well. He could try to push into that frost base, but more often we see that this is not working. Fighting against frost in their own on their own turf is pretty hard. So, what shall it be? Armatores has the hard counter against the Master Archers. But so near to the orb, yeah, there is an easy resummon, reinforcements, more dinosaurs, dazed dinosaurs, no frostbite. And knockback, it is the land ship. Okay, I'm already hyped. If you are new to Skylords Reborn, or if you just joined this month, the land ship is this new added card in this season. It is a siege unit for frost, but 120 energy, which is yikes in PvP. But the ability, you can shoot at a target and deal 400 to a single target and 1,200 to multi-target. So if 3 units are clumped together, yeah, it hurts. And it has a ice thrower doing, you can see, slow down effect. And that was the explosion I mentioned. But look at this, the ship might not make it. Ooh. Ship is not making it. But I still like that he tried it. I'm still not sure if it's a PvP card or not, since it's so expensive. I think it's more a push card. Like if you use the ability on a building, it deals the 400 damage plus the siege damage, which means 600 damage. That means you can do on tier 1, okay, double erupt by Armatores. That was 150 energy to kill off 170. So was a good deal in the end.
Master Archers.
See the second ship coming up. Still, like I said, 120 energy is like 2.5 Master Archers. Losing that ship hurts. By the time the ship arrives, tier 2 is built. But the burst damage, so if it's arriving while the orb is below 106, below 600 HP, you can just one-shot it. And to be honest, I think the ability is not that visible if someone is using it. I think the cannon should be a bit bigger, or there should be an explosion on the ship that you see that it's used. But in the end, we see a bandit tier 2 coming up. Don't have audio on the bell, you can't see the build. Yeah. Okay, we have a railing banner into a lava field. What? The ship can be knocked back? Okay, I was expecting that it has standfast. But this is also again the end of the ship, and Frost is defending the best ability on tier 1. Another ship into a flamethrower to snipe away this one. But the problem is A Winged Hunter. L counter. Healing by damage. I'm sure there's a lot of power now. I wouldn't say a lot. But SK needs to find a window. Ooh, nice snipe. Is that enough to kill the ship is the question. He is an M counter. 500 damage. Plus double. Okay, the answer is no, but pretty close. One more shot and it's done. Thank you for answering that question, Armatores. Bandit minefield, that is wiping that army away. And now it's looking pretty bad for SK.
Master archers, here. Master archers, reporting.
Yes, Armatores has the sky superiority, air priority. You know what I mean. With that small archers, you cannot kill a Wind Hunter that easily. You need like 3 squads, maybe a Frostbite. And that's all you have on tier 1. And that is the window for tier 2. Which is pretty good for... Oh, he's not getting the snipe on the sniper. Frostfire by SK. Will take a moment till this one is ready. Units are focusing on the power. Well, Combo Trick is of course in the deck. Well, I just say it is in the deck. I'm not sure if it is. But pretty likely. There comes the Railing Banner for Ande's reinforcements. And there's a Combo Trick. M counter with M counter. Combo Trick is always in deck. Sadly, yes. And the classic combination. 1 Gladiatrix into an eruption, sniping away units out of the sky. Ooh. Okay, Lyrish Knight. If he's close to buildings, his ability gets procced, which is dealing more damage and so on. Oh, he's gone. I just want to read it, since I do not know the correct numbers. Movement speed, trampled small units, more damage against frozen units. Problem is, of course, these units here deal crazy amounts of damage. M counter, and after they are switched, they're dealing more damage against melee units, right? It's against close combat. Yeah. So M counter means more damage, and then a 50% even more. Next Combo Trick, maybe? Yeah, the very last second. And the Skyfire Drake goes down. Armatores slowly but surely grinding away. How well? How well down? Close call. I think there was like just 5 or 10 energy missing to get the Combo Trick out. But does Armatores have enough steam to kick down an orb? That is pretty difficult, I think. And Wilson won against Mr. Doom. Congratulations. Wilson, you are fighting against Triggz, who lost against SK, who is currently fighting Armatores. By the way, Kratosphere messaged me that he won his match. Let me update this in the meantime. Kratosphere safe. Did the power well pay off? Yes, it did. But we see a new power well build. We look at the power score. SK invested more energy so far than Armatores. AKA, he burned more energy through the void. Wait, what? He did not win. Huh? I'm confused. Okay, oh, sorry, he won the first match. Oh, okay. Armatores just took 3 power wells, while SK took 1 additional. So it is now +4 against +3. And this is tier 3 coming up. SK with a fire frost deck. Into a fire double shadow. Okay. Let's see. The Cardgame coming out again to play. He is going for the middle or the upper power. Well, he's going for the middle. The Lancers, they have an ability. What does the ability do again? That is the Spearman, right? Only with walking speed. Gifted branding. Force it to move with walking speed. Okay, yeah. But the Cardgame might be picking a power well. Nice one. On to the next one. Bandit Minefield. The walking speed and Bandit Minefield is a nice combination. -2 power. Well, yeah, sorry, that one is also kicked. The walking speed and Bandit Minefield is a nice combination, but the movement, the warm movement. Oh, look at this. The Bandit Hut. Bandit Hut in PvP. Let's see if it's actually that strong. I mean, Armatores lost now 3 power wells and his orb. I'm not sure if it was worth so far. He has his units on the right side getting frozen. Now going for the next power well. Yeah, I'm not sure if Armatores can save the middle. The hut can do magic, that's right, but is it enough? Ooh, running away with the worm. He is low HP at this point. Just a bit more damage there. Yeah, with this unit he might be able to push. He's running with his worm back to the base. Maybe a glyph or just a freeze to be safe. Okay, now he does not need that. Orb is getting repaired in the meantime. There comes the Vanguard. They are M counters, which is pretty nice against the Silverwind Lancers. Big freeze by the Timeless one. The Bandit Minefield cleaning up the rest of the units. Is it? No, the Eruption. And with that, Armatores down to tier 1. No extra power wells. Huh. Let's see if the Bandit Hut can carry this. The Lancers going down on the left side. Next Timeless. Freeze. Woo! Nice hit. Only one didn't get the freeze. Ravage trying his best to keep the worm alive. More Vanguards here. Now the game switched from a power play to a multitasking challenge. How many places can you attack with the Vanguards versus how fast can you get into the base and kill the Bandit Hut? Problem is, yeah, these are also M counters. M is not the right move, it seems. And the worm goes down. The Bandit Hut down to half HP. The Cardgame, that he survived too long, in my opinion. He should have been killed earlier. He paid off a lot. Next wave of Vanguards. SK could just play in the long run here. Or, yeah, look at this next Cordredge. But the power 4? What? I was expecting Cobalt Trig in time, but maybe it was too much burst damage. I think SK is looking strong. Armatores might have a chance to retake a tier 2. But SK could just rush into his main base, destroy the hut, and then it's just tier 1 versus tier 3, and he kind of wins. There's the tier 2 again. Yeah, that's the end of the hut. But all these units here are unbound, so Armatores has still an advantage. And the hut is down. Freeze. Tier 2 halfway through. And we see again the bandit minefield maybe. Okay, he's going for the orb. All out on the orb. Probably will see the bandit minefield to save it. There's the bandit minefield. Running out of the target zone. Onto the left side. Units are back online. Next freeze. Oh, that might be close. There goes the worm. One eruption. And, okay, Orb was killed by the Timeless one. Nice kick. In the meantime, tier 2 in the middle again. But the main base is kind of lost at this point. Only one power left. But
An ally requests your
that
attention.
means... Oh, they are not taking damage. Oh no. That's annoying. Armatores could have built tier 3 over there. That's sad. Not sure what's going on there. But with that, SK takes the first one. Let's see. The Hut did so much. Yeah, that was an insane match. The Hut carried him for that being just tier 1 and having a Hut keeps you kind of the same level as a tier 3 player. That is insane. Let's see where we are having our next match. Armatores has the map choice. Let me just wisp. We go Terras, let's go! And this time, for correctly, Kratosphere won against... Jesus, let me save that in. And he is advancing to the next phase of the lower bracket. Let me just bring the bracket up, that you have an overview of the current state of the tournament. It's looking like this. We're in the upper bracket semi-final, and Triggz and Wilson are doing their fight. And then... we have the next fight in the low bracket. Hello, hello, and welcome to the stream. Wisp. Yeah, we're doing a 1-minute break. SK probably needs to get something to drink or go to the toilet. That is fine. I mean, we are streaming currently for 2.5 hours. Yeah, crazy cool. Thank you for the subscription as per usual. I opened a booster. for every subscriber. Tell me, what booster shall I open for you? Which color do you see the promo card? We really need a promo card. And I guess we could do, if you guess one card correctly, I will add it to the PvP auto win deck. So if you are guessing one card out of this Frost booster correctly, I will add it to this one. Home soil, all right. We have Cult of Protection. Ooh, the new Ice Fang Raptor, L-sized S counter. The Drake. And the Frostmatch. Do we get a double rare one? Oh, we get a double Drake. So no home soil for you. But in terms of a PvP deck, I think it's okay. If this is a Tomb deck, Frostmage, great. Northguard, great. Lightblade, great. Ice Fang Raptor, I would take it in a PvP context. In in a Tomb tournament, would take it. So, not a bad booster. Yeah, nice Tomb booster, indeed, indeed. Let me just check something in the forum. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Okay. Everyone's ready? We are starting our second match. Let me have a sip. And then we are fighting. On the left side, Armatores, Shadow Start, and a Shadow Start by SK on the right side, who has one advantage in this best of 3.
We are forsaken.
SK did an interesting start with Forsakens instead of the Dread Charger, but if you see the enemy with the Dread Charger, and you know this map is pretty small, could just switch tactics. You just need to figure out what you do against Nest Surprises. No power wells, no action. Daring contest, kind of, but you have to be careful in a Shadow Mirror. Taking a power well can be easily kicked by 3 Forsakens. There's the power well for SK, and there's the one for the Armatores. I would say it's safe to do it like this. Some defense at your power well. Armatores just wanted to take the power well, but was not sure if he can. But with the split units, you can. Looking good so far. Just an attack by that Red Charger returning in time. One switch Forsaken. Triple switch Forsakens. Triple switched and motivated Forsakens. Ooh, that was a burst of damage. Bit more damage on the power well.
Forsaken obey. Dread Charger.
Let me just how well, low HP, life weaving. Is life weaving enough? I don't think so. That is too close. That is too close. Nice try.
Forsaken.
Which Forsaken's falling back. If you switch, you have to attack. Oh, the repair went through. Okay. And with that, we have a reset. In the end, nothing happened. Just some charges have been burned in the meantime. Grabbing the souls out of these poor units. Trying to body block, but not getting it.
Forsaken, obey. We are forsaken.
And Nasty? Nasty was Nasty? Nope, only one Nasty. Can you save him? Oh, okay. If that Red Charger would have survived, I would think like, what? Double switch Forsakens. Into a Nasty, into a Nasty. That was absolutely needed.
Dread chargers ready.
But solid defense. Pretty nice defense. What is Armatores doing next? Powerwell Orb? It is Powerwell time for Armatores. And a Powerwell tank also for SK.
Dread chargers.
Do we see now also a tech up or another round of tier 1 fight? I mean, they still have some charges left in their tier 1.
Forsaken, obey.
SK is burning through his Forsakens faster than Armatores.
Dread chargers ready.
I think there's enough charges for one more attack and then he needs to go tier 2. Else he might run out of counters.
Are forsaken.
Oh, Nasty not killing all units.
Dread chargers.
At least one squad and the horse. 2 squads. Okay, the Nasty was worth it in the end.
Forsaken.
Yeah, I think Armatores is well aware that his Nasty attack strategy is not bad. Oh, the counter Nasty. The counter Nasty. Yeah, 14 HP.
Dread chargers.
Full HP. Dread Charger.
We are forsaken.
Another Nasty? No. It would be a bit greedy, right? Trampling. Oh, with one hit. Life Weaving running back. Okay, an expensive spell to kill off that single unit here. Which motivated Forsakens, just a single squad. This one's also motivated, so they will also be effective. But not enough to kill that horse. We are having 15 to 13 Forsaken users so far. Both with the 2 power wells. And both are not interested in going tier 2. That's a very extensive PvP match there.
Forsaken. Dread chargers.
What's the number? Not compound. No, it's actions per minute. Yeah. And is that enough burst damage? It is to kick down the power well. Yes, it is. So the first win goes to Armatores. But now SK is running around with his archers. Armatores taking tier 2, using that victory to switch over to tier 2. That you say it's greedy, I think it's the right call. You need to have something prepared here. And I think Double Shadow with knockback could be the way. Ah, it's too late. It's too late. The counter kick. You're allowed to lose one, but not two. Is he losing the second one as well? Knight of Chaos blue. The blue one disable attacks. So if he's getting out of days. Oh, is it frost? Ooh. Oh, he saved it. Nice. Problem is, oh, corpse explosions. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Sick move. Cobalt Trick not in time. And with that, Armatores has a bit of an advantage since he didn't lose his power well, while SK needed to rebuild his. So 100 energy was used for that move. Armatores did invest like 100, 120 for the repair. AKA... Oh, power wells for both again. They're currently on equal terms, but if you pay the energy to build a power well, you're not getting that back. So in the long run, the repair is always better. Double power well here. Triple power well in, for both players at this point. Do we get more power wells? More power. It's interesting how long they fought on tier 1. SK with 19 uses of his archers. And now we just see a chill base building game. Taking more power well. Take your time. Yeah, look at this. We have here 3 5 power wells, 2 6 power wells. What's going on? What happened to that tier 1 intensive fight? I have the feeling we are switching directly from tier 1 into tier 4, tier 3. Or maybe tier 4. Harvester. I guess it could be a harvester. Triggz wins against Wilson. That means Kratosphere, you have an opponent now. Good luck on Lajesh. Just checkbot here. Okay, Armatores on the defense. Ooh, what is that? It's a first flash into a tier 3 triple shadow, while we have on the other side frost, shadow frost into frost, double frost. Okay, I'm confused what's happening here. What is Armatores playing? A Nox carrier purple with void return. Void return in a PvP match. Okay. Aura will be the aura. Aura in time. In the north, the ability went off. Just some rippers. Okay, I shield to save. Cobalt Trick for the other one, I guess. Click on the Nox carrier. If I see a new Nox carrier. Okay, that one's frozen. Ooh, nasty surprise with the porting in with the Nox carrier. Holy crapperoni. GG is called, and with that it is 1-1. Armatores and SK. SK now with the map choice. Who is going into the final? Triggz and Kratosphere. You guys. Both of you have a match open. You need to decide who is the host of this one. We are going Urmia. What's lost the fight? You fight Triggz. The decisive match and the decision in the semi-final who is going into the final. Armatores and SK. That's not the finals. No, we are in the semi-final currently. Then we still have to wait for the lower bracket, where currently Triggz starts his match against Kratosphere. I guess they should have started like 3 minutes ago, but that's not a problem. We have enough time. We probably can hop in their match or in one of their matches after we are done with this one, depending how long it goes. It is, again, a very small map. It seems both are taking the time to adjust their decks or just doing a bit of a break. Let me wisp. Opener, Frost Booster, and Light Blade will be unlocked. Okay. We need to wait for SK to get ready. That means we are opening the Frost Booster. Here you go. And you say a Light Blade. Ooh, Ice Age. Well, there's no Light Blade, but in terms of a PvP Tomb deck, I see the use of the Imperials, the Defenders, and we have seen the Defensive Tower in the past. So I would say it is decent. Decent Tomb Booster. Is Sleetstorm new? It's kind of new. It's one of the earlier cards added by the Skylords Reborn team, but yes, it is one of the Skylords Reborn cards.
Hail Riders.
In the north, Armatores starts with Shadow and a Nature start by SK. I think our first Nature start besides the one from Jesus we saw with Amazon, right? That was Jesus. Let me just wisp here.
Nox troopers.
Oh no, he's already offline. Damn it. BMS says literally tier 2, you think? The switching makes them very versatile to fight against S and M units, so they're strong in general.
Dread chargers.
Nox squad ready.
If we have a bit of downtime, I can show you the other new cards in the Forge.
Nox troopers.
Okay, we are going for max Nox Troopers. Against Nature, pretty solid strategy. Hurricane is annoying against your small units. And this is already a pretty scary blob of nature units.
Knock squad ready.
Yeah, not very versatile here. No S counters in the shadow deck, besides, of course, the Dread Charger. Probably will see them explode.
Nox troopers.
We are 2.5 minutes in. Armatores is doing his best to split his army, so no side, not all units can be routed at once. Yeah, only one side can be routed, but at least the art. Okay, they cannot shoot anymore. But this Dread Charger is kind of down, I would say. Falling back. Yeah, we see here 2 dead Dryads lying around, and here we have 2 dead units from Armatores. The route was too early. That was very unfortunate and might cost him that position. That was 52 energy down the drain. Tier 2 is coming up with an army deck. Only the S units are alive. There might be a Hurricane in Armatores deck. Yeah, the archers are not enough to kill that all. Will SK go for tier 2 as well? What is Armatores doing? He's budgeting energy. Oh, he's starting with the Burr in the main base. There comes the Hurricane I was expecting to get also the one in the north. Hard S counter with the Dark Elf Assassins. Rooted Burr getting killed by the Spearmans. Okay, nothing too much dead here by SK. He can still do a heal. But he's not going to, it seems. Counter. Hurricane. There is the Silence Girl. The Phantom can do his swift movement and silence unit, or slow movement and range attack. Orb down to 300 HP. Bit more damage. Oh no, it's repairing. No! The Hurricane. SK, no M unit. Well, he has the Dryad, if you want to say M unit, but besides that, no other units. Could be worth it to pull out that Dryad just to deal a bit damage. Okay, again, the Hurricane to deal a little bit of damage to drop the anti-repair time. Next repair. The Assassins are back online, dealing massive damage to S units. There comes the Amazon, the M-sized unit. That's the moment. Oh, disabling. Repairs back on the power well. On the orb. Hurricane to disable it. Amazon down. Yeah, she gets hard countered by the Phantom. Yeah, SK is trying his best to get down this orb. But now down to a single S squad, and that is Hurricaned away. 170, and GG is called. Armatores going into the finals. Holy crap, that match had gone into both directions. Well played. That was crazy. Let me update the bracket. Armatores with 2-1. Let me show the bracket just on stream here for a moment. There you go. So, we can try to jump into Triggz and Kratosphere's next match. Let me message them. Yeah, with that, we are now in a short downtime since we have to wait for the next match. We might be able to join in, but they are probably fighting at this point. Ooh, that was That was so intense. I could have seen that go in both directions. Yeah, we do a short break. I refill my bottle of water.
Mehr tempo!
Okay, we just do a voice quiz before we hop into a break.
Mehr tempo!
I have a good idea. Yeah, I think I know what it is.
Mehr tempo!
I say it's a tier 2 unit from the bandit faction.
Mehr tempo!
I say it's the Banditos. It's a Corsair, damn it! It could have been also the Banditos. Corsair. Nice. Alright, we go in a short intermission. I will be back in a moment. I leave you this time with the Little Moon. I have returned, and the match has concluded. That means we are now having Triggz and SK in a match on Uru. We are in the lower bracket finals. It's going quite smooth through the games. So we are down to 3 players for the potential win for this event. We could see Armatores, SK, or Triggz. Let me just answer here. So who has to log in first? We do the flip. If no one decides, I do the flip. Where is it? Roll 1. Oops. Sorry. So, we did a coin flip. SK locks in the deck first. And then It's Trigg's turn, and then the match will start. Let me summon something funny before we jump into the match. How about we are summoning the good old Spitfire? Let's go! I wonder at what point I get a copyright strike for that Spitfire thing. We are on Uru in the lower bracket. Final SK on the left side with a Shadow Star. And on the right side it is Triggz, starting with Frost.
Master Archers, reporting.
Let me open the Azure launch on the other screen for a moment. And
Master Archers.
yeah, both perform pretty well. SK won all 3 matches before he's not then dropped to the low bracket, and Triggz went to the low bracket after his second match. One of them had to fight against someone who is not there. Oh, I realized it's a rematch. Triggz and SK already played against, and last time SK won both matches against Triggz. So, it is the redemption arc.
Master Archers, here.
We have the army of horses versus the snowball of death. Who might win this? A good nasty can change the game, but at this point SK is kind of blocked in. And also a nasty might also damage your own unit. Okay, he is not going for the nasty, he's just going for pure damage. Maybe he can run away with a horse. Oh, motivated horses. Can he dodge? No! The body block. Yeah, all this nice motivation damage is now going to waste.
Master Archers.
I think currently it's looking better for Triggz. SK only with 2 horses left, 1 horse, and in the other hard side, Triggz with 6 archers. 2 of them nearly dead. We would not count them. And SK is doing what I would have done as well, going tier 2, double shadow. Double shadow, just some shadow mage action, and most of the units are gone. And also power well for both players. Most energy is now bound for Triggz in this tier 1 army. There comes the Shadow Mage.
Shadow Mage at your service.
Looks like he is going for another power well position. Or not. Tier 2 in the middle. I would say not a greedy move. Double Frost. Pure color action. I'm just thinking about the cards, and the double frost comes with the War Eagle, the White Rangers, the Mountaineer. I think that's the key cards you could expect. And for Shadow, the obvious cards of course, the Assassins, the Shadow Mage we are seeing already on the ground. Could potentially see a Harvester. Let's see. He's now in range, double Shadow Mage at this point. He could do a sneaky glyph, but also starts attack here. SK now with a power well advantage. No. 1, 2, 3 against 1, 2, 4. Yeah, with 1 power well advantage. AK, he just needs to play it safe and play the long game. And Triggz is taking the position here. Okay, this is now interesting. You might think that SK has the advantage with the Powerwell Plus, but if Triggz keeps this position, that means SK has no chance to get tier 3 anymore, because now the map is on lockdown. He could try to run all the way to this one. That would be... it is possible. We'll see. Well, he is at least trying it. Also starting an attack in the north with his Shadow Mage. Where's the second one? Was she sniped away by the War Eagle? Probably. Yeah, he's just running. Is he going for the Powerwell here or just kiting the units? Double Shadow Mage. Okay, there's the... Oh, hello there, Harvester. Is it enough? It is enough. Power down. Hiding the unit paid off in the end. Power on the bottom side was taken. This one did not pay off. War Eagle is back to safety. Harvester is binding 300 energy, so you need to use him now wisely. Mountain Rowdy coming out. Not expecting to see him, but with his ability, he can deal damage to all units. Oh, he didn't dodge the glyph. Buying time for Triggz. Yeah, the M counter. We have 2 birds now. Let's check on the Harvester. Okay, there comes the Glaciation Shell. We still have the 4 archers from the beginning of the match. Check on the Harvester. Harvester got frozen. Monument is repaired. No home soil yet. But even without the home soil, this Powerwell probably will go down. There goes the Powerwell, checking back on the Orb. Orb getting the repair from the Templar. But he needs a Cobalt Trick. Cobalt Trick in time. Yeah, just some passive repair. Ooh. And there falls the Orb. Now focusing on the defense to keep his Powerwell alive. This looks like he might make it. Yes. There goes the Harvester to the next position. No tier 2 position left for Triggz. And down to tier 1. There comes the Glyph. Absolute must have. And the Life Weaving. That Harvester is not falling.
Master Archers, here.
Still, you have the problem. You can do the glaciation. There's the glaciation. And then you need to freeze him somehow. Frostbite. Oh, he ported himself to the top? Interesting. I was expecting him to push that through, but he thinks to save his Harvester is the better decision. Okay. I was expecting that he has more energy for the push. We'll probably see the retake of tier 2, which is expensive, but the absolute right thing to do. But you also saw the Nether Warp. You can see these units running down to this position, and you can expect something warping in a minute. There comes the Frost Mage. And warping range. Warping range. Tier 2 is up. There comes the freeze. Freeze barely before the skeletons went out. It would be better if the skeletons were out and then the freeze, since they would just die. Now you will have some... Oh, he summoned a brain. Interesting. Yeah, that was an expensive unit. Also a new card by Skylords Reborn team. Retry on the skeletons. Life Weaving is out. You need a new Life Weaving. There you go. Okay, the brain now as a means to disable units, but getting pretty hard countered by the Templar. Brain does not have too much energy, power. Ooh, but enough damage to kill one of the units. How much is the brain? 900. And no, look at this. 300 power left. Energy on the power well. If he get one hit on these, no, he's running away. He could hit one of the eagles, and then the eagle would attack the power well, probably killing it. Oh, I see why he did not attack. He is going for triple shadow tier 3. Triggz is seeing that as well. Triple shadow means fancy stuff like... Oh, is he surviving? Probably close call. Triple shadow. We could see Sentinel. Ooh, we see the shadow insect. Okay. With corpses, you can shoot also units in the sky. The Templar cleaned up the brains. We have 3 birds now. No, 3 birds and 2 Templar flying around. Yeah, here's the sky priority. There is the triple shadow Sentinel. He is an XL counter. Shields. Oh yeah, he's not looking good. Life weaving, getting in close combat. The insect in the middle. Knight of Chaos. Perfect range to hit everything. He might be able to do the repair. There's the repair. That was huge. Back to the insect. He sniped away that bird. War eagles are L-sized and the shadow insect has an L counter, so that works wonderfully. But he falls back to the main base. How well is repairing in the middle? And Sentinel is going down. There's the insect with his shot. Boom. One more down. Not dodged by this one. Yeah, the insects can one-shot the eagles. That is insane. That is a hard counter. Look at this. Boom, one more down. The ability is free, if I remember correctly. So, yeah. There's the tier 3. That is the window he needed. Up in the middle, back to full HP in a moment. He is behind in power wells. New Sentinel in the north. Ooh, also Eliminator green. That unit can heal surrounding units. Ooh, barely with a shield saving the War Eagle. Next one. Now he's down. But the Eliminator effect only procs if he attacked the unit before it dies. GG is called. SK winning the first set. Not set, the first match. That means Triggz is choosing our next map. And I divine as map name Triggz. Yes, we are playing on Triggz. Let's play Urmia. That's what I want to hear. We are switching from one of the biggest maps to one of the smallest maps. Let's see. A switch of decks, a switch of strategy. I mean, probably a switch of strategy. Between the big map and between the small map, you need to change something. It's not working the same. not too much we can do while we wait. Besides, I guess, a voice quiz. Let's do German.
Verfluchte Sklaven der Zerstörung.
Oh, that's difficult.
Verfluchte Sklaven der Zerstörung.
Blah. Maybe Bloodhorn? There's a female unit on it, right?
Verfluchte Sklaven der Zerstörung.
I don't think it's Stormsinger. I don't think it's Gladiatrix. It is Viridia. Okay. It is Vivi. And the second match in the lower bracket final between SK and Triggz. Triggz starting with Frost on the south, while SK is waiting for the right moment to summon his first Shadow unit. SK has won this last match. It means Triggz needs to win 2 in a row. We are in the lower bracket. That means losing that match ends your career in this event. SK decided to go for Power Wells, while Triggz is going for the Snowball of Death. And this is throwing me back. Look at this. Face Tower playstyle. Double at the Power Well, 1 at the base. You would think like, what? Towers? But yeah, it's a valid strategy for Shadow. You can move these towers around and the stats are not that shabby. In general, like, look at this. It's 780 HP. 780 damage and 1200 HP.
Master archers, reporting.
He will burst down this one.
Dread charges.
But now is the question, can he keep... Oh, that nasty!
Master archers.
That hurts. Not sure if Triggz can keep up that pressure. There comes the next
Master archers.
phase tower.
Dread
It now
charges.
takes more damage. How much is it? It takes 100% more damage. And GG is called, okay. Oh, a quick one. SK is advancing into the finals. Well. Awesome. That means we are now up for the final against Armatores on Lajesh. Let me just open the round and tell them we do a 3-minute break. We do a short break and then we start into the finals. Get something to drink, and then we see if Armatores can join the roster or add another victory to his Wall of Fame, or SK is joining the Wall of Fame. So be right back. I have returned. Let me roll the dice. Roll. SK versus Armatores in the final. And this time we also do a prediction. So let's see. Prediction. Create. Winner of summer. We have Armatores and we have SK. Send in your guesses. Who do you think will be the winner of the Summer Cup? Armatores currently with 1 point in the lead. We need 3 points to win the cup. AKA, Armatores need 2 victories. SK needs 3 victories. Armatores is just waiting to get his deck ready. And there you go. A1 is ready. Let's start. And with that Spitfire, we are starting into the finals between Armatores and SK. Armatores in the north not summoning anything. And same for SK. We are on Lajesh, a very small map. And I guess no one wants to give it away what the strategy is. Oh, we have a start with Nature from SK. Taking a power well or not? I guess not decided yet. And Nature, what is tier 2? Double Nature SK start with this. Nature into a power well by Armatores. That will be interesting. Tier 2 is ready. What we'll see. Energy Parasite. Oh yeah. What has Nature tier 1? I guess. Yeah, only the archers. I mean, you could take the Energy Parasite over for short duration. You can spam Dryads. They do not hard counter. But on this map, look at this. He can fly back there. And as soon as you use the ability once, you are making a benefit out of this. So +1, +2. And this one is just flying back again. He's not even bothering to fly away with his unit. There comes the next one. Ooh, might be close with the Dryads. Tier 2. I think the ability paid off. Double Nature Mirror. There are 2 power wells now for SK, while Armatores has energy bound in his tier 1 units while building tier 2. So I think the start at this point, SK, phenomenal. He's not summoning more of the energy parasites. Since he is now going for the defense. And he is going for the deep one. Not a bad decision, but problem is all these are ranged units. You can just root and then killing from the far. Oh, look at this. He is now sleeped, and there's the energy parasite taking him over, and now there is an unbound L unit in your base. SK already also with the energy parasite taking back the taken unit, I guess. But like I said, with the root, yeah, he is now out of position. He could focus on the deep one, but instead takes the damage on the power well. Does he have enough burst damage? I'm not sure. They try to sleep. He can re-root in a moment. There you can root again. Oh, ghost spears are powerhouses. Nice dodge. Run with your buck at least for a moment. That is probably enough. Oink. No oink. Powerball kicked. It only had around 60 energy. So we are now on equal terms again. Energy parasites, 2 of them spawned on it. Armatores trying a bit to push more, but he is running out of steam. On the other side, we have the parasite swarm. Retake of the power well. He's not wanting to fall behind, or I guess stay even. He wants to have that +1 in the long run. Getting the parasite picked without his ability use would be huge. And keep in mind, this one is now unbound. And I mean unbound for the actually owner. Yeah, this is looking good trade for Armatores. Keep one in range, ability, and stolen. They're trading this unit back and forth. Both currently with the 2 power wells, and SK on the move to take another power well, or tier 3, I guess. Or not. No power wells. Back to the left side. Defense strategy with poison archers. 2 parasites swarm in the sky. Both of them cost 100 energy. And the ability was used, if I saw that correctly. So that paid off again. Ooh. Parasite against parasite swarm. That is parasiteception. But out of range to jump over. Armatores built a tunnel. Oh yeah, I missed that. He has the tunnel. And he has a unit to use it. Yes, look at this. Just whoop, and he's back. Not sure if that was his strategy on the long run. Yeah, the last 2 minutes were pretty much eventless. There comes a hurricane into a root. More poison on the archers. At this point, the parasite swarm is an XL counter. Back in the days, it was an S counter. Oh, and they're gone. Not doing too much. Nice cleanup. Good heal. Getting all 3 units in. There comes a nice unit you could potentially steal. And it is stolen. Going full ham on the power well. But is it enough? The answer is no. Power well survives with around 400 HP. More energy parasites. Let me check live PvP. 7 of them have been used. How much charges are there? Like 20? Oh, ability used. Knocked away. And Parasite Swarm to steal one of them. We'll see. Yes. Stolen. Archer versus archers. Interesting enough, we see here purple one with the green one. Green deals more damage. Purple can ignore shields. Next attack is forming in the north. We have one unbound, deep one, and a normal one. That's a lot of ones in one sentence. Is that also unbound, right? No, that is a normal one. Oh, so they always trading the same deep one the whole time. Okay, 2 Parasite Swarms. Parasite Swarms are annoying for both players, since it means a lot of micromanagement for the player who's using it, and a lot of multitasking for the enemy. Can you make the UI in-game bigger? Not really. The game is designed in 2009 for full HD. If you have 4K, there are limits what the UI can do. And with that burst damage... Oh, last second! Can he get the repair in time? Oh, the Hurricane! Hurricane disables the ability to repair, and there falls the first power well. Well. Amateurs onto the next one. Heal. Oink. He's still doing damage. Ooh, yeah, not sure if that was smart. And there falls the power well number 2. Digging back. Just in time, saving both of them. Amateurs now in a very comfortable position. SK retaking the power wells. No brains. I'm not sure if they are playing a tier 3. SK, potentially. Armatores used a lot of units out of the nature roster so far. I think SK could play the tier 3. Or a potential bigger tier 3 than Armatores. Or he might even hold back on some cards to surprise him. I mean, we haven't seen Burros yet. And he's most certainly playing Burros, right? If you play nature, you have Burros. Okay, this. No spells to save anything. Just sniping away this one. No. Oh, he only got one of the Burros. Hurricane to disable the Parasite Swarm. And Armatores deep one is not having the best time. Ability use. Oink. Left side is defended. That was a close one, but great defense. Okay, he just took over some random archers, trying to spread a bit of poison. In the end, the unit would have died anyway, so at least try something to do with it. And yeah, with the poison, you can kill at least some of them. Double Burros by Armatores, triple Burros, 4 Burros. Must be careful with that oink. Or paralyze. Paralyze as a spell. Parasite, sorry, Parasite as a spell. Able to jump over. That is now huge. For some reason didn't hit the unit. That happens sometimes. Maybe the Hurricane was the problem. Paralyzation. Now split attacking on the main powers and on the other powers, snacking away one of them. Oh no, he survived by 26 HP. The poison archers and the heal. That's unfortunate. That could have been like that. He won. Next Parasite. Both are doing their heals. Orb down to 700 HP. Probably not enough to push it down. But on the left side, this is looking like a power well kick. Yes! Armatores kicking the third power well of SK. But SK is recovering each each time. Retaking the power well, not falling behind. New army is formed. Armatores is burning through his charges of burrows. He already used 14 out of his 16. Power well is pretty low. He should repair it, I think. Nature can just root oink or whatever. Oh, there's a repair. Awesome. Taking over one of the deep ones. There's a root. Taking over a second one. Now it's looking ugly. The north, we have an energy parasite doing his job. Counter parasite swarm. The ability is on cooldown when you spawn them. So you need to buy a bit of time before you can do something useful with them. Spell only to kill a single one. Multi-power well damage. This one's half, and this one also half HP. They're pretty sure there will be one going down, at least one. There's White Swamp disabled by the wind. Oink. Of the left side. Down. This one. Down. And the third one. Down. Yeah. SK down to a single power well. Double, triple parasite swarm. Yeah, he needs to find some energy somewhere. I guess you can just steal it. But you need to get through his army, and he is prepared now. He of course can try to retake power wells, but that is expensive. You can also try to go with a tier 3 attempt. That's already the next and parasite swarm to steal the deep one. Yes, he can oink. No oink. Parasite swarm parasite suck no one. And number 2. On the left side, the army of unbound deep ones is coming. Left parasite swarm disabled with a parasite and now a hurricane. Double deep one on the main orb. Half HP. Heal for more support. There comes a paralyze. Just in the last second. Left power well will not hold. I do not think that works out. Counter paralyze. Orb is repairing, so no damage currently. Armatores is focusing on the unit at the moment and not on the orb. GG is called. Armatores taking a victory. That means 2 points for Armatores, 0 for SK, and we are in the match point fight. Map choice of SK. Just got back. Is that the final? Exactly. It is the final between SK and Armatores. We are switching to Urmia. That is the choice of SK. We'll find out if this map brings him the luck he needs. What are the numbers besides the name? That is the actions per minute. AKA an action is every time you click. Could be a move command, attack command, summoning a card, and so on. Armatores starting with a probably fire deck. And SK with his classic deck where you have no idea what it is. I guess it has frost in it. Alright, the final Armatores Fire Start on Urmia in the north versus the Frost Start of SK in the south. Armatores with 2 points. SK 0 points. That means if Armatores can win this match against the map choice of SK, he will be the winner of the Summer Cup. But that means he needs to win. He needs to somehow push through this match. Ooh, 1 archer shot. Nice. And that shot did 9 damage. How well taken by Frost. Armatores taking a power well? Yes, taking a power well. Taking 2 power wells now for both. Another power well for Frost and units. Power well in the middle. We are playing more like the base builder game. Let's find out in around 3 minutes if it's escalating or if you're just switching from tier 1 to tier 3. I mean, both are summoning units. I think we will have a bit of tier 1 action and no instant tier 2. And here comes the ship. Will be the ship. The card that turns the tide. 1 archer squad down and 1... No archer squad down at this point. Now is an archer squad down. 1 scavenger. Ooh, nice eruption. Will not be enough to kill the ship, but killing off another squad. The eruption didn't kill this one, so it didn't pay off in the end. It was just a single squad killing it, giving SK a bit of an advantage. But Armatores took the time to take tier 2. It is now double fire versus Frost. Tier 1 with a ship. That looks cool. SK preparing for tier 2 as well, but he is behind in time. Yeah, now he's building. That means 30 seconds for Frostfire tier 2, while Fire is already ringing with units. We see... Okay, the damage was okay. Problem is the flyer. He is an M counter and look at this damage. Yeah, it's huge. Burning Spears. Yeah, Burning Spears cannot be knocked back by the Frost Mage. But Frost Mage is an S counter. So at least a bit of damage. Storm Singers to clean up the M units. Will be the Storm Singers enough to kill the... Yeah, Flyers down. Now it's just the Burning Spears hacking on the power well. Now also with a bit of healing. The problem is we are fighting against a Frost player here. There comes the Cobalt Trick number 1. First attack fizzled out, and with that, I think SK is absolutely back in the game, taking another power well. Same for Armatores. Yeah, I was wondering the tier 2 attack while tier 2 for SK was still building. I will think like, okay, Armatores has a good window, but great defense by SK, who is now taking his turn on the attack, I guess. Armatores not summoning anything. Waiting for the right moment. Flyers. Maybe, yeah, there comes the Sorcerers. If you're playing Fire Frost, Shielded Drakes are the way to go. There comes also the Gladiatrix. Lava Field. Disabled the Shield Girl. With that, okay, the bird has his shield, which could be disabled by the Gladiatrix. There falls the Enforcer. Yeah, not the great attack we have expected. But in the end, solid defense by Armatores. Nice lava field killing of most of the small stuff. Just snacking away with the range units. Oh, yes, be careful. Yeah, nice shield in time. Disenchant. Flying to safety. Next lava field. Yeah, that's what I said with the high energy pool in around 3 minutes. You just have to wait till your power wells pay off. Oh, eruption. Yes, that was the snipe Armator needed. But it took a lot of energy to get that Drake out of the sky. Next lava field. Yeah, the problem with the fire players, if you have a lot of energy, you will just spend it on spells, because the energy is coming back. You just need to wait a moment. Binding the energy in units is not always the best decision. But so far, oh, but look at this. SK can do the same. Sadly not hitting the Enforcer in the north. Disenchant. Running to safety. Ooh, okay. I was not expecting to that hitting the Drake. That was a very long range. But it's going back and forth, but no one is doing real damage on the opponent. I mean, even if Armatores is pushing SK back, there is an orb. He cannot push that orb that easily. Even with fire dancers, 300 damage is too much. Ooh, big wildfire, probably killing off the 3 units there. Nice. Now it's just the Drake. Shielded Drake. Gladiatrix disabling eruption. Yes. He's up an orb. Nope, it's 3 orbs and 2 as well. 3 orbs and 2. It's absolutely equal so far. It's more about trades. Who can do the better trades in the long run? But if you look at the score, it's currently 2,900 against 2,800. So it's not the big deal, but this is now the big deal. It's a tier 3 attempt by SK with Scourged Earth and the Fire Dancer in the back. I'm not sure if this is going up. Oh, that will be close. Cancelled. Oh yeah, I think that was the right call. He placed this ice barrier to block the vision of the Fire Dancer, so he could potentially get the orb up, but it didn't work out. And now he invested 200 energy. Guess no, 150 to get his tier 3 unlocked. He does not have to pay this again, but oh, Armatores is now in the turn. Well, SK has now a bit more energy maybe, but is it enough to push down an orb? Oh, nice. That was cancelled in time. Close call. Very close call. If the bird had done one more shot, it could have been killed. So we are back on equal terms. Both paid their tier 3 taxes and now could do for 100 energy whenever they want. SK decides to do a push instead. Be careful with that half day. Yeah. And Armatores maybe here taking a tier 3. Let's keep a cursor on this one. Fleeing with the bird on the left side. Yes, tier 3 is coming up. Double fire into triple fire. Back on the left side. SK doing the same. Fire Frost. And again into an cancel tier 3 attempt. That Scourge Earth is getting on his nerves, I think. He needs to get tier 3 somehow. Armatores getting the Juggernaut out. Yeah, he is playing Frost. There is a shield. Irish Knights as an XL counter. Gladiatrix. Disenchanting the Juggernaut into an freeze. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. That means the Irish Knights deal more damage against frozen units. And no! The disenchant run out, so he could play his own disenchant on the unit to get him out of the freeze, doing the charge, killing the tier 1 orb. In the meantime, Powerwell kicks for SK in the meantime, but the orb is a bit of a problem. He is now tier 1 while this is rebuilding. Yeah, and tier 3 spell. Tier 2 is coming up. Triple erupting the unit. Okay. He is a bit desperate. He needs tier 3 again. Tier 2 is now ready. Maybe I'll... Yeah, both have energy to play. And this Powerwell will probably fall. Yes, Powerwell more down. SK did not have the window to go tier 3. Powerwell goes down. Yeah, SK rushing to a tier 3 position, I think. Nothing is summoned by Armatores yet. Is he budgeting for a Juggernaut? What is he waiting for? There's the Juggernaut, okay. Probably we'll see the Scourge Earth. Freeze. There comes the Gladiatrix to disenchant. No Scourge Earth yet. Maybe just a charge. There's the Scourge Earth. No cancel. No cancel. There's the cancel. SK has no position to take tier 3 at this point. Frozen 1. There comes a backlash and GG is called. Armatores taking the win and also being the winner of the Skylords Reborn Summer Cup. GG's. Well played. Let me bring up the bracket. Let me update the last match. That was 3 for Armatores. Refresh. And this is the final standing for today's event. We have on the first place Armatores, second place SK, third place Triggz, fourth place Kratosphere, then come JesusDiedForYou, Wilson, and yeah, there are multiple people who did not show up, so the other people are taking their spaces, aka I'm a newbie, and Mr. Doom taking the position of number 7. So big thank you to everyone who joined in today's event, PvP event. And if you are interested in more PvP action or PvE action, we have more stuff going on. you can still join in the Crusade Expert Plus PvE event, and you can join in the 2v2 Tomb Tournament upcoming months. I hope you all... the point. Thank you for the reminder. Let me fix the prediction. Winner was indeed Armatores. I hope you all had fun. I wish you a wonderful rest of today's weekend. Play some Battleforge and see you in the Forge, fellow Skylords.